Cram, the AP Human Geography exam. Free response question 28. Demography. Population growth unsupported by Malthusian theory. Specifically, we'll be looking at the food supply and long-term storage. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the term demography, it's the study of statistics such as births, deaths, income, or the incidence of disease. Through the study of demography, one gets a better understanding of the change in structure of human populations. Remember that Section 2 consists of free response questions. There are 3 questions that should be formatted as short essay answers, and you have 75 minutes to complete them, so allocate your time properly. The free response section is 50% of your exam score. You're required to define and explain and apply geographic concepts and also interpret geographic data. Okay? Our ability to preserve food and or distribute food to areas of need is much greater than during Malthus' time. Identify and explain 2 reasons for this occurrence. All right, so I'll give you a moment to think or press pause if you need to. What are 2 reasons for improvements in food preservation and distribution? The first reason we'll identify for improvements in our ability to preserve food and or distribute food has to do with transportation. So I'll give you a moment to think about why exactly this is and then write the answer that you formulated. Press pause if you need to. Well, improvements in any and all methods of transportation, such as highways, containerization, and refrigerated trucks. And I'm not sure if you can see these containers right here, but this is what I mean by containerization. When you're riding on I-95 or any major highway and you see, the containers sitting on the flatbeds of really long trucks, 18-wheelers, and they're not just rectangular anymore. They could be refrigerated, they could be cylindrical. It depends on what's being carried, especially in the case of refrigerated trucks. And also trucks that transport things like gasoline. So containerization has really taken off in these past few decades. Okay? So the second reason for our ability to preserve and distribute food better than during the time of Malthus has to do with preservation. The process of preservation that is in agribusiness and food processing plant. So I'll give you a moment to formulate your answer in your mind and write it out on paper. All right? Press pause if you need to. Basically, improvements in food preservation, such as refrigeration, packaging, and processed food. Any food that isn't fresh produce or fresh meat, that's a processed food. There's this big organic, revolution. Even organic foods are processed. One of my faves is Annie's organic or all natural mac and cheese. This is not an advertisement for Annie's. You also have a lot of the frozen veggies and frozen fruits that you get at Target or other health food stores. This is not an advertisement for Target. So yeah, things of that nature.